Howdy, everyone. It's Reese, aka Bearman Prime, on this August 21st. Welcome back to my Read the Bible in a Year series. Thanks again for watching. God bless you all. Card in the top right hand corner for the rest of the playlist. And please hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Really do appreciate it. All right, so we're going to continue on today in Luke chapter 17. And at this point, Jesus is traveling to Jerusalem through Galilee and Samaria. And today we're going to talk about a couple of questions that I'm sure that those of us who believe have often asked and are still waiting for the answer. When is God's kingdom going to come? When is Jesus going to come back? Okay. Those are pretty much the two biggest questions. They're basically the same question, the same thing, but those are the two biggest questions that those of us who believe have. When is Jesus going to come back? When will God's kingdom come down to earth? So let's see what Jesus says when he's asked that. Let's go back to Luke 17, pick it up in verse 20. Some of the Pharisees asked Jesus, "When will God's kingdom come?" Jesus answered, "God's kingdom is coming, but not in a way that you can see it. People will not say, 'Look, God's kingdom is here,' or 'There it is.' No, God's kingdom is here with you." Then Jesus said to his followers, "The time will come when you will want very much to see one of the days of the Son of Man, but you will not be able to. People will say to you, 'Look, there it is,' or 'Look, here it is.' Stay where you are. Don't go away and search." Verse 24. When the Son of Man comes again, you will know it. On that day he will shine like lightning flashes across the sky. But first, the Son of Man must suffer many things. The people of today will refuse to accept him. When the Son of Man comes again, it will be the same as it was when Noah lived. People were eating, drinking, and getting married even on the day when Noah entered the boat. Then the flood came and killed them all. It will be the same as during the time of Lot when God destroyed Sodom. Those people were eating, drinking, buying, selling, planting, and building houses for themselves. They were doing these things even on the day when Lot left town. Then fire and sulfur rained down from the sky and killed them all. This is exactly how it will be when the Son of Man comes again. On that day, if a man is on his roof, he will not have time to go inside and get his things. If a man is in the field, he cannot go back home. Remember what happened to Lot's wife. Whoever tries to keep the life they have will lose it, but whoever gives up their life will save it. That night there may be two people sleeping in one room. One will be taken, and the other will be left. There may be two women working together. One will be taken, and the other will be left. The followers asked Jesus, "Where will this be, Lord?" Jesus answered, "It's like looking for a dead body. You will find it where the vultures are gathering above." All right, so first let's address part about God's kingdom. So the Pharisees asked, "When is God's kingdom going to come?" Okay, so now remember, the Pharisees and pretty much the entire nation of Israel is still under the assumption that the Messiah is going to reestablish a political earthly kingdom, God's kingdom on earth, right? They'll drive out the Romans and all their other enemies and reestablish an earthly kingdom. So that's what they have in their minds when they ask this question. But Jesus is saying God's kingdom is coming, but not in a way that not in the way that you're thinking. It's not going to be something you can actually see and say, "Oh, there it is." No, God's kingdom is already here. It's in your hearts. God is establishing his kingdom in our hearts, in our souls, in our spirits. That's the coming of God's kingdom. That's the kind of kingdom that Jesus came to establish, a spiritual kingdom, not an earthly one, right? And then he follows up with that. We say that a time will come when you want to see very much one of the days of the Son of Man, but you will not be able to. Okay, so that's kind of a warning to what I would consider the false prophets and teachers of this age as well as those that have come before. I'm sure you have seen in the news, there have been plenty of people who have claimed that they've, decoded the Bible or have received some sort of message or vision that say they know when the apocalypse is coming. They know when the rapture is going to come. Okay? There have been plenty of those over the years. And has it happened yet? No, because they don't know. None of us is going to know. That's why he's saying, stay where you are. Don't go away and search. Don't go looking for that because you don't know what's going to come. And then he kind of builds on that. Then he kind of builds on that when he talks about when he will come back. And he's saying that basically it could be any day. It'll be just like when, the time of Noah when the flood came, or with Lot when God destroyed Sodom. When those, great cataclysmic events happened, it was just regular old day for most people. They were going about their lives. And all of a sudden, the flood comes and wipes them out. Fire rains down and wipes out the city, right? And it's going to be the same with Jesus. It could be a day just like any other day. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be a week from now, a year from now, who knows? It could just be any old day. And then, before we know it, Jesus will be back. And then we'll know that he's come back when those that believe are here one moment and gone the next, right? Whoever tries to keep their life will lose it, but whoever gives up their life will save it. And he refers to, there may be two people sleeping in one room. One will be taken and the other will be left. One who is taken, the one who believes. Jesus will take those who believe for the time of the tribulation comes. And that's what the rapture is the gathering of the believers up into heaven for God's wrath is poured out on the earth, right? And all of that is covered a lot more in the book of Revelation. We're not going to go through that right now, but that's just kind of the picture that he's painting, is that you'll know the day comes, that the day that Jesus has returned, when those that believe have been gathered up and they're no longer here on earth. And you don't know when it's going to be. It could be any day, literally. Okay, that's all for today. We're going to pick it up there tomorrow. Thank you again for joining me. I sure do appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow.